Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video from BuriedONE. In today's video we're going to be talking about probably the next biggest coin that is going to be around. So it's called Stellite XTL, and this coin is a CryptoNight algorithm coin. So we all know the ASICs for CryptoNight were out, but these guys forked it, so it's going to be ASIC Resistant, and they will also be that in the future. So every time there's going to be a new ASIC, they are going to fork and be ASIC Resistant once again. So you don't have to worry about that. So these guys are going to be like on any device. They want you to be able to mine on smart TVs, on your phone, while you're doing your stuff, on Xboxes, PlayStations, and so on. So this is a really awesome coin. They're going to make it mineable on every single device that exists. And I was like, okay, this is really interesting. Let's make a video about it on how to get started on mining it. You can also buy it from two exchanges, Trade Ogre and one I don't really know so much. But these two exchanges also offers them from miners that are selling their coins. So if you just want to grab some coins, you can also do that. But if you're willing to start mining them, you can also follow this video, because I'm going to show you that for Nvidia graphics cards and also for AMD graphics cards. So AMD Vegas are kind of the best in this. So I actually used a cast miner today, but unfortunately that one does not support RX 560s and RX 550s. So that's going to be for an XMR rig miner that I'm also going to add later on, because then it will support RX 550s and RX 560s. So let's get on to the video and show you guys how it's done. Okay, so first of all, you will need your wallet. And having a wallet is pretty important, of course, because you're going to be mining on your own address. And that is where you cache and scroll all the way down. Also, they are working with IPFS and ZeroNet on this network. So this is really awesome in the future, because you can store your stuff, and there's also a possibility to build websites and dApps on here. So that is very interesting for the future on this coin, and we surely will send you some updates with new videos. But if you go down, you will find your Juai wallet that you can download. So we're going to be downloading the Juai wallet over here, and you will be redirected to their GitHub page where the latest Stellite Juai wallets are available. So for example, if you already have a Stellite Juai wallet, but there's a new fork to it, you can just replace all the files inside your current folder that you already created, and then you can replace all the files. Okay, so when you have downloaded it, you can just extract it to anywhere you want. So we're going to give an example on that we already have a wallet created. So it's going to be the same for everyone actually, so it's not really a huge of a difference. So for example, we're going to select Stellite Juai wallet because we already have that, and we're going to press OK. So now it's going to ask you to replace all the files inside it. Just say yes to all and it will start updating your wallet. So it's really simple and straightforward here. So now let's get into the wallet. Okay, so when you are in the folder of the Stellite Juai wallet, you can scroll down and you will find a Stellite Juai wallet.exe. So what you need to do is just double click it and it will start up the wallet. So if you already created an account, you will be having to enter your wallet password. But if you haven't and you're creating a new account, I recommend you to make a really long password and create an account. So we're going to fill in our password real quickly, and then we're going to log into our system here. So it's going to take a while for the blockchain to synchronize with the blockchain. So it's going to take a while, just let it do, and eventually you will end up inside the wallet. Okay, so meanwhile it is synchronizing with the blockchain, we can go ahead and go to the miner. So what you need to do next is go to BuriedONE.com, go to the Stellite miner and download the AMD Minor or the Nvidia Minor. So today I'm going to show you these two. I already downloaded and extracted them to my desktop to show it to you guys. So what are you going to do here is just open it up, and you will see quite a lot of little files inside it. So there is kind of a thing I added as well. So for the cast miner for Vegas, it's also for AMD graphics cards like RX 570s and RX 580s, 470s and 480s, but there's a command list for people that want to know all the commands. So I also added that so people can look up all the commands that you can do on this miner. So there's a new one that we needed to adjust because the algorithm has been changed to CryptoNight v7. So there's a very simple thing, but also if you want to auto detect it, you can do -1, but I'm going to explain that to you guys for this miner. So this is all you need to know, and the one that you need to edit today is the start miner by BuriedONE. So what are you going to do is you're also going to open that one, and as you can see, we are going to be mining on the community pool.stellite.cache. So this is the pool from Stellite themselves, and it's pretty simple to set up. There's even a config maker over there, so you can just copy paste the things you need to do. So that is what I'm going to show you guys today, but there's one slightly thing we need to change. Okay, so here we are on the Stellite community pool, and as I said before, there's a config generator. So this is the most easy way ever to get started on mining. So I'm going to give you a really simple setup here. So what you have to do first is choose your hardware. So we're not going to use a CPU, we are going to use GPU rigs. So we have kind of high-end mining rigs, let's say, and we need high difficulty. So the port is going to be 6699. The wallet address, of course, is the one that we need to change, because otherwise we're going to be mining on this guy's address. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to our Stellite wallet. Even though it's still mining at this moment, you can press receive and you can copy your own address. So you can just click these two tiny buttons over here and it will say address copied. So what we're going to do here is we're going to select everything and we're going to paste in our own address, and we are set. So what we're going to do next is our worker name. So if you want a worker name, you can do that. So if we're going to do it like YouTube or so, or subscribe, anything you want, you can select that too. So if you want to have an email address as well, you can also do that. For example, me@email.com. So what you're going to see here is the configs for XMR stack CPU for AMD and Nvidia, and you can just copy paste it into your script. But if you have XMR rig for Nvidia, for example, you can just copy these and you can also put it in your config file. So I kind of did that for you guys, but as I said before, there's only one slight difference. So we're going to be using the cast miner, and you probably need to use this one. So the only thing is changing here is the algo equals 1, because we're going to be mining on the new Monero algorithm. So that is the only change you need to do here, and of course change the address. So that is all for the cast miner. So let's move on to the Nvidia miner. So for the Nvidia miner, there's slightly a different thing. So the start miner by BuriedONE is actually to start launching the miner. So as you can see, it's going to tell me there's no CUDA device because there is none in my computer. But the configuration file is actually the config.json. So we're going to open that with Sublime Text. You can open that with a lot more programs that support this. Even text editor of Windows does that, but this is just slightly different. So the one that you need to change here is algo equals CryptoNight heavy, because that is the new algorithm for ASIC Resistant. So that is one thing you need to change, but I already did that, so you don't have to do that once again. So the other thing we're going to do here is the user. Of course, we're going to paste that with our own address over here, and we're going to save it. So also the user has been changed, so now you can go ahead and mine on Nvidia. So that was the only thing you needed to change, and now you can save it up and start the mining rig. So this was actually all for these two miners. It's very simple, and if you still don't know how to do this, you can use the config maker on the pool itself. So tracking your payments is another thing to follow. So for example, I already have it over here. It says U is doing 7.45 kilohashes per second. So we are mining with a single mining rig right now, and we're gonna show you guys how to do this. So you can just enter your payment address. So we're gonna pay it once more, and then you click track live stats. So it's gonna show your mining rig over here. Your current hash rate is average about 11.42 kilohashes per second. Your total hashes, how much they are going to pay you, 74 Stellite, and how much has been paid. 400,000 Stellite has been paid. So this is actually all you need to know. And also your mining rig is called Titan, for example, and this one is doing 7.5 kilohashes per second, and so on. So this is all you need to know, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video.